Hi everybody, my name is Sarah and here we go again with another video. I'm finding this kind of fun. Anyway, are you addicted to porn? Are you addicted that you can't stop watching it? You can't stop thinking you're going to be experiencing it? What I mean by porn is junk food. Because all you have to do is watch the ads on TV. Oh my! They are promoting food porn like you wouldn't believe. Well, I guess you would believe it. And one of the things I love about this channel and my Facebook page are that somehow I've attracted some wicked, smart women. They know a lot more than I do, you do. I mean, they have a wealth of knowledge. Obviously, these women are doing their homework, have their experience to share. And one thing that I love about doing this with all of you is that when I listen to doctors on my books on tape when I walk, I'm getting doctors with scientific data. And then here on the website is anecdotal proof that supports and substantiates how I'm beginning to feel about my own food program. And I hear the anecdotal proof from you people that it's working for you too. And it's so delightful to hear that. So these wicked smart women really stir me and inspire me and make me realize that like this goes so deep. But back to the food porn. I'm telling you, when I start seeing those ads, like I watch Deadliest Catch, and on it, it's sponsored by Little Caesar Pizza. And when they show those ads, usually I fast forward through stuff, but sometimes I don't. Greg doesn't like ads, and I kind of do because I like to be horrified by the food porn. And it is just absolutely amazing what they promote. And of course, I remember years ago as a mom with two young boys, you know, the ads on TV during their cartoons and shows that promoted CREP as well. And, but today, I mean, oh my, you know, when they just show taking that slice of pizza with all the goo and the puffy white flour pizza and the crust is stuffed with more stuff. And then it comes with sides of ranch dressing for you to dip it in as if there's, oh my God. You know, these companies should be arrested and charged with A&B, assault and battery on the human appetites. They are addicted to this. This is food porn at its all-time lowest and worst, right? But then again, if everybody started eating healthy and organic and wholesome, would we run out of healthy and organic and wholesome, right? It just never ceases to amaze me. And somebody here said, why don't you become a Weight Watcher leader? And it's like, as Adam Carolla says, you know, he's not, what did they say? Not ready for Taco Bell, or you're not what we're looking for, or something like that. Weight Watchers is not what I'm looking for. And some of you can, I can tell that you realize that too early on, and maybe you stay with Weight Watchers because of the tracker, like basically I do at this point. But others, you know, I'm wondering if I was eating the way that I'm eating when I first began Weight Watchers, if I would be as successful as I had been with the weight loss, or if I would have been even more successful because I didn't have to eat that artificial and processed foods along the way. But I never was attracted to the Weight Watchers foods, the boxes per se, but I did have their ice cream. Of course, you know, when you look at all these ingredients on the back of the box, you wonder if there's anything remotely from a dairy farm in them. But they sustained me, and when I was doing my 3 desserts a week, either being a Weight Watcher treat, a skinny cow, or a Jell-O pudding, you know, that sustained me through that weight loss period. I had 3 of them a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and it gave me something to look forward to. And now I'm not doing that at all. I'm having my last night, let me reach for this, show and tell. I had this Hail Mary. This is chocolate almond bar, but I had the chocolate tart, and I had half of it. And let me tell you, this is for dessert, right? So for dessert, it's 190 calories. And so it has 15 grams of fat, which is the good fat, though. 5 grams of saturated fat, which is good. And carbs, it had 15 carbs in it. Dietary fiber. It's got 4.5 grams of dietary fiber, and it's a dessert. Sugars, it had 8.5 grams of sugar. It's a dessert. And protein, 5.5 grams. So I'm telling you, this was the most nutritious dessert I've had outside of like having a piece of fruit. And it was divine. And I also had one of the Hail Mary macaroons, and they're about this big. They're about the size of a marshmallow. And it was delicious and filling. And it's the fat. It's the coconut oil that they use in making these desserts. It was divine. So the food porn is not on the food channels where they're making divine, rich, eat like a French woman type of food. The food porn that I'm talking about is the absolute, just what the American food manufacturers are telling people that it's food. And most of us come from that background, right? We wouldn't be here if we didn't. And if you're as old as I am, that's what we knew. We ate margarine. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And it was like imperial margarine was like, you know, the queen of the crop. And it's just the junk. I remember having such junk, the white minute rice and the Pepperidge Farm white bread, because we were very waspy, don't you know? And that's what we did. And just, oh my goodness, I just can't believe it. And I remember that the dairy farmers, they would deliver this thing, and it was called Beep for breakfast. And it was like probably a thick tang. That's all it was. And it came from a dairy milk delivery truck. And so people probably thought that that was like a good thing. Or Entenmann's this thing called Cushman's used to deliver. They do, you know, people would come to the house and deliver the food, and you can get all this junk food porn to have right to your door. So the busy moms didn't even have to go to the stores. And so we kind of walk away from that a little bit. And, you know, for me, my journey of the junk food porn continued into my Weight Watchers at the beginning, my journey to lose the weight. In the form of like the Jell-O pudding and the Weight Watcher desserts, and well, the fat-free whipped cream. You know, I should have just had the full fat. And then, you know, I found that the processed low-fat and fat-free dairy wasn't really aiding me at all. I mean, it did as far as getting everything fit into the 26 points, but then, you know, after a while, I'm finding that substituting the full fat, it's like I eat a lot less and I feel a lot fuller and I'm much happier. Not that I wasn't cheery before, but I'm sated, if that's the word, you know, S-A-I-T-E-D. I'm sated. I'm satisfied from what I ate, and it just feels like clean eating. So today, I had full-fat yogurt for breakfast with a tablespoon of almonds, a quarter cup of gluten-free granola, and my 4 berries. I only had 3. I didn't have any blackberries, so I had blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. And I feel wonderful. And I had my great big 20-ounce glass of water after I had it, just to, you know, make that full button full. And I feel really great. I am not addicted to the junk food porn that I see on TV. I guess if anything, I do this. Like, was that really, could I have done that? I mean, I think it's a shame. And when when the light bulb goes off for us and we begin to transition out of that, the boxes and the boxes that are delivered and the choices, you know, it's just such a revelation. It's just a loving yourself thing to make healthier food choices and figure out what bothers your body. I guess I must have been talking about something was bloating me. And and so one of the very intelligent women suggested all kinds of even fruits that could be doing it. And, she could be right, And she asked me to pay attention to the combo of foods that I was having and how my stomach felt. And I really don't suffer indigestion or stomach issues. It's just that bloating at the end of the day when I'm working, not so much when I'm home, but when I'm working. And I think a lot of it is that I swallow a lot of air because I'm constantly talking and there's a lot of stress. And so I do a lot of stress eating, and it may be just my, 2 salads and my fruits and my 2 ounces of organic cottage cheese full fat. It might just be those things. But at the end of the day, it's all that air inside my belly as well. It's very humid these days, too. But I am going to look into what this woman said. And, I think that I'm in recovery from the junk food porn. And it's funny, my birthday's coming up. And usually they would get me, because they knew that I love this chocolate mousse bomb from the store. And the last time I had it was somebody else's birthday when they bought it. And I said, you know what, this isn't really working for me anymore. The addict inside of me thought it was working, but the person that, just now has a different taste wasn't all that happy with it. So I was dealing with the yin and the yang, the addict and the person that likes to eat clean. And my addict had it. It's not like I could say no thank you, but it's going to be interesting with my birthday if they do the same thing again this year. And I probably will have a piece just because. But if they asked me what I wanted, I'd say get me a Hail Mary. Hail Mary at Whole Foods. Get me a carton of organic raspberries. The true food that I love. And I'd even put that on 2 ounces of whole fat yogurt, and it would seem like a dessert, especially if I put some nuts on it. So that's just what I'm chatting about today. It's time for me to go to work. It's my 9-hour day. And I have twice as much work to do today because tomorrow Greg and his 2 sisters and I are going by Greg's boat to Martha's Vineyard to have lunch. And Greg was born there and one of his sisters was born there. So that's kind of cool. The Obamas are still there. So it'll be very interesting to see what we encounter when we get there with all of the Secret Service and all the people hobnobbing. All the rich and shameless. We'll just mingle right along with them. I'll wear my good jewelry and pretend. God help me. So check this out. Check out your junk food porn and see how addicted you still are. Even if you're going without it, is it still calling to you? When you watch an ad, do you find that your little opiate section of your brain starts to light up? Woo, woo. Have a wonderful day. This has been Sarah. Bye-bye for now.